Have you ever wondered if we're living in a marshmallow matrix, where reality is simply a factory-made marshmallow, perfectly uniform, overly sweet, and void of uniqueness? Picture it, each marshmallow mass-produced, an identical twin to the last, lacking any sort of individuality. They're predictable, aren't they? You know exactly how each bite is going to taste, how it's going to feel. There's a certain comfort in that, sure, but also an undeniable monotony. Now imagine breaking free from this marshmallow monotony. Imagine a world where each marshmallow is a unique entity, a creation of your own hands, a testament to your culinary prowess. This world, my friends, is the realm of homemade marshmallows. It's a place full of variety, a place where you can put your personal touch into every fluffy morsel. But what if I told you there's a world beyond the marshmallow matrix? A world where you can create your own delicious fluffy marshmallows right at home? Welcome to Factory vs. Homemade by STBL Media. Welcome to the real world, my friends, where homemade marshmallows reign supreme. Ah, the allure of the homemade marshmallow. It's the sort of thing that once you've tasted, you'll wonder how you ever lived without. The process is a bit like a science experiment, but fear not, it's quite straightforward and the results are most definitely worth it. To start your journey into marshmallow mastery, you'll need a few key ingredients. These are sugar, gelatin, corn syrup, and vanilla extract. For dusting and preventing stickiness, you'll need cornstarch and confectioner's sugar. And for the equipment, prepare a candy thermometer, a mixer, and a baking pan. Now let's dive into the process. Imagine yourself as a dessert alchemist, combining these humble ingredients to create something truly magical. The first step is to combine sugar, gelatin, and corn syrup in a saucepan. For this, you'll want to set your stovetop to medium heat. As you stir these ingredients together, you'll notice the mixture beginning to meld into a glossy, sticky substance. It's a bit like watching a sugar-spun galaxy form right before your eyes. Now this is where your candy thermometer comes in handy. You'll want to keep a close eye on the temperature. The sweet spot, if you'll pardon the pun, is around 240 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the softball stage in candy making, where the sugar syrup will form a soft, flexible ball when dropped into cold water. The key here is patience. Sugar can be a fickle friend and it doesn't like to be rushed, so take your time, keep stirring, and let the heat work its magic. Once your sugar mixture has reached the desired temperature, it's time to move on to the next stage. But we'll leave that for the next scene. It's like brewing a sweet, sticky potion, isn't it? But hold on, the magic is just beginning. Now that we've got our marshmallow mixture simmering, it's time for the real artistry to begin. While marshmallows might seem like a simple, sweet treat, their creation is a dance of precision and patience. Our first task is to monitor the temperature of our marshmallow mix. This is where our trusty candy thermometer comes into play. It's vital to keep a close eye on this, as we're aiming for our mixture to reach what confectioners call the softball stage. This is when our sugar syrup has heated to between 234 and 240 degrees Fahrenheit. It's called the softball stage because if you were to drop a little of the syrup into cold water at this point, it would form a soft, flexible ball. Once we've hit this sweet spot, it's time to transfer the hot mixture to a mixer. This is where the magic happens. As we whip the mixture, it transitions from a bubbling sugar syrup to a glossy, voluminous fluff. This is the transformation that gives marshmallows their distinctive, airy texture. It's an enchanting sight, one that never ceases to amaze me no matter how many times I've seen it. But what's a marshmallow without a hint of vanilla? As we near the end of our whipping process, we'll add in our vanilla extract. This gives our marshmallows that classic, comforting flavor that we all know and love. The aroma that fills the room at this point is simply divine. It's like being enveloped in a warm, sugary cloud, and there you have it, your very own marshmallow fluff. But we're not done yet. The world of marshmallow making is a wide and wonderful one, and there's still so much more to explore. Our next step will add the finishing touches to our homemade marshmallows, so let's move on and dive further into the art of marshmallow making. Now comes the final, and perhaps the most satisfying part of making homemade marshmallows. Imagine a world where marshmallow fluff flows like a fluffy white river, glistening in the soft glow of your kitchen lights. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to guide this sweet, sticky substance into its new home, a baking pan. But not just any baking pan. This one has been dusted with a magical mixture of cornstarch and confectioner's sugar, ready to welcome the marshmallow fluff with open arms. With the precision of a master artist, gently transfer the marshmallow fluff into the pan. As the fluff settles into its new abode, it begins to take shape, transforming from a shapeless mass into a beautiful flat canvas. But the journey doesn't end here. Oh no, my friends. Now comes the test of patience. The marshmallow must rest, it must set. And this is not a process to be rushed. Like a fine wine, it needs time to mature. So tuck it in, say goodnight, and let it set overnight. When the dawn breaks, it's time for the final step. Armed with a sharp knife, cut the marshmallow into squares, each one a perfect, fluffy pillow of sweetness. And for the final touch, dust them with more of that magical cornstarch and sugar mixture. And voila! You've successfully escaped the marshmallow matrix and created your very own, unique, homemade marshmallows. So there you have it, folks, the sweet rebellion against the marshmallow matrix. In a delightful defiance, we've whisked together a few simple ingredients: sugar, gelatin, vanilla, and a dash of creativity. We've seen the magic of transformation from a gooey mixture to fluffy, cloud-like treats. It's a testament to the joy of creating something unique and delicious, right in the comfort of our own kitchens. Who knew escaping the matrix could be this sweet and fluffy? Until next time, keep creating and savoring the sweetness of the real world.